Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Bruce Jennings. We hope you enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. Our first poem is one that I wrote, entitled, What I Once Thought Evergreen. What I once thought evergreen has become deciduous. My memory and I are becoming foliage at the mercy of restless seasons that are not as I remember them. The pine trees with needles that stay green all year are now mostly gone. In their place are broad leaves of colors sublime, but short-lived. The vortex of change before me spins faster and more menacing. How desiccated now I feel on campus in autumn when the naked limbs arrive.
Under the Sycamore Tree by Brittanie Maccarone. I go back in time under the sycamore tree. I sit against the trunk, looking at the flowers blooming in the fields. The lazy afternoon disappears and memory surfaces. I am 6 years old under the sycamore tree. Gathering twigs and leaves, my little pile starts to take shape. Walls and a roof, I build a fairy house. A safe haven for the fairies to unknowingly stumble upon. A respite from birds or rain. Acorns form a fence row. Creekstones a cobbled front path. A door no bigger than a thumbprint. I tuck petals and blades of grass inside to give them a soft bed to sleep upon. Just as I tuck the house in a hollow among the roots. I am no longer 6 years old, but I still build a fairy hehouse under the sycamore tree.
I Want a Child Who Doesn't Look Like Me by Winston Heacock. I want a child who doesn't look like me, skin as smooth as cocoa butter, or as raspy and unyielding as seasoned leather. The tint of spilled coffee on bright white paper, bleeding and leaching into broken, sprawling fibers, and making no apologies for the invasion. Hair straight as bamboo, or knotted and curled tight, or braids like battleship chains. Thin horizontal eyes that echo 100 dynasties. Coal black shoulders that leapfrogged aboriginal archipelagos until finding a rock strong enough to bear a bloodline. I want to watch as 100 nations rise and fall with my offspring's every sleeping breath. I want them to remember that 100 tribes fought to etch their skin with hieroglyphs, forever tracing their ancestry. Nouveau blue eyes blind me, staring out silent from every ad and screen, hovering above a thin-lipped schmirk, plumped into high fashion by bohemian photoshoppers. I wasn't raised in a NASCAR or a Nutula household, but I must feign fawning sorrow and beg the forgiveness of my Joni Mitchell humming parents for abandoning my heritage of suburban exceptionalism by dabbing on a global palate, swirling a brown egg tempura to make a monochrome covenant in mud that announces the default color of the new millennium.
In Time, written by Randy Foster. In Time, stone memorials graven to last forever, fade like memory. Stone memorials graven to last forever, fade like memory.
Morning Service by Kristen, Kindoll. Believers beseech the goddess. Corner church releases the incense. Roasted perfume fills the air. Espresso's name entices a call to welcome lovers of brewed delights. With fast and twisting bursts of steam, the brew is rich, a jolt of penance paid. Disciples drink up, savor oneness, feel complete with God. Chalice gets finished, tossed and crumbled. Walk away, apostles, pray another day.
Come and join the ball. Written by me, VeerajaR. Come on, come join the ball. The fairy godmothers out in metallic oaks and velvety maples, dressed for the day out, in perfect display of fall, flamboyance bursting out. Leave the slippery glass mirage of buildings, office cubicles. Come in pumpkin chariots, dance on red and gold outside. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.